To date, we've struck over 7,000 targets across Iran and its military infrastructure. That is not incremental. That is overwhelming force applied with precision. And again, today will be the largest strike package yet, just like yesterday was. As I've said from day one, our capabilities continue to build, Iran's continue to degrade. We're hunting and striking death and destruction from above.
At an American military base in the United Arab Emirates, work on AH-64 Apache attack helicopters continues nonstop. Ground crews handle refueling and weapons reloading around the clock. This installation serves as the main departure point for American pilots flying into the Strait of Hormuz to intercept Iranian Shahed drones attacking U.S. bases, Allied positions, and oil tankers moving through the waterway. Once resupply finishes, some Apaches take off and head to naval vessels in the Gulf, landing on flight decks to remain on standby. Others go directly into the strait to conduct patrols. The cycle is relentless. Helicopters departing, helicopters returning, helicopters staged on ships. When Iranian drones appear on radar, the information reaches the vessel first. Operators in the Combat Information Center detect the contacts, mark them hostile, and instantly pass the data to Apache crews on standby, whether on the ship's deck or already airborne in the patrol area. The command is issued. Pilots on deck start engines and launch within minutes. Those already flying turn toward the threat. On the ground, maintenance crews perform a complete rearm. The Hydra 70 rocket pods, each holding 19 unguided rockets, are replenished. Each Apache carries up to 4 pods, totaling 76 rockets per helicopter. The pods are slid onto the stub-wing pylons and locked in place. Each rocket gets checked before the pod is closed. The 30mm chain gun ammunition drum under the nose is refilled with a fresh belt of high explosive rounds, the same type used to tear through drones at close range. Then the AGM-114 Hellfire missiles are attached to the rail launchers on the stub wings. These are laser-guided anti-tank missiles capable of destroying heavily armored vehicles, bunkers, and larger targets. Each missile is guided onto the rail. The electrical connectors are attached and the mounting is secured. The helicopter is fully loaded and ready to fly again. At a desert airstrip nearby, an American C-17 lands and taxis to the unloading area. On board is another AH-64 Apache delivered as a replacement to guarantee patrol coverage over the Strait of Hormuz remains uninterrupted. Transporting a helicopter inside a cargo aircraft requires partial disassembly, and the unloading process starts immediately. Soldiers and ground crew first remove the crates and containers holding the parts taken off for transport. Rotor blades, tail rotor assembly, stub wings, weapons pylons, avionics fairings, and crates of rockets and Hellfire missiles. Everything gets carried or rolled off the ramp by hand and cart. Then the helicopter itself is pulled out of the cargo bay without its rotor blades and with its landing gear unlocked. A large crew is needed to maneuver the airframe off the aircraft and onto the tarmac. Every step is performed carefully to avoid damaging sensors, weapon systems, or the airframe. Once the Apache is off the C-17, it gets hooked to a military tow vehicle. The crates of parts and ammunition are loaded into the same vehicle and onto a flatbed behind it. The convoy drives across the airstrip to the assembly area where mechanics begin work. Rotor blades are attached and secured. The tail rotor gets mounted and the drive shaft connected. Stub wings are bolted on and the weapons pylons installed. Avionics panels are reconnected and tested. Rockets are loaded into the pods. Hellfires get mounted on the rails and the chain gun ammunition drum filled. The mechanics run through the full checklist: hydraulics, electrical, flight controls, engine systems, weapons systems. Once everything checks out, the Apache is cleared for flight. Meanwhile, on a ship in the strait, the combat alarm sounds again. Radar has detected a new wave of Iranian drones approaching the formation. An Apache already on the deck spins up its engines. The rotor reaches operating speed and the helicopter lifts off. It climbs fast, turns toward the incoming threat, and moves to intercept. The pilot acquires the targets on the onboard sensors, lines up the gun, and fires. The drones are hit and go down. The pilot confirms the kills, reports the engagement to the ship, and the information gets relayed to the command center. Target destroyed. Mission confirmed. The Apache circles back to its patrol station and waits for the next alert. The cycle continues.